Welcome back to RVP Auto1. Today, we're diving into a review of the 2025 Honda CR-V Hybrid, a vehicle that continues to evolve in Honda's lineup with more refinement, more efficiency, and some thoughtful upgrades that make it one of the most well-rounded compact SUVs out there. Whether you're a longtime Honda fan or you're just curious about what this new hybrid model brings to the table, stick around because we're going to cover everything from performance to practicality and all the small details in between. Right off the bat, the 2025 CR-V Hybrid looks familiar, but there are some subtle updates that make it feel a bit more mature and modern. Honda hasn't done a complete redesign for 2025, but they've made enough tweaks that returning customers will notice. The front grille now has a sleeker, more sculpted appearance with a refined chrome finish. The LED headlights are sharper, giving it a confident stance. The body lines are clean and continue to reflect Honda's minimalist approach. Nothing too flashy, but just enough to give it a premium look. Under the hood, the 2025 CR-V Hybrid carries forward Honda's two-motor hybrid system paired with a 2.0-liter Atkinson cycle 4-cylinder engine. The combined output remains around 204 horsepower, which is solid for this segment. It's not a performance SUV, and it's not trying to be. Instead, the powertrain is tuned for smoothness and efficiency. One of the standout things about driving this hybrid is just how quiet and composed it feels. At city speeds, the electric motor does most of the work, meaning near-silent operation. And when the gas engine kicks in, it's seamless, no jerky transitions or noticeable lags. Honda's engineering really shines in this area. The fuel economy continues to be a strong point. Depending on your trim level and drivetrain, you're looking at around 40 miles per gallon in the city and the mid-30s on the highway. If you're doing a lot of stop-and-go driving, the hybrid CR-V is absolutely going to save you money in the long run compared to a traditional gas SUV. Plus, it doesn't ask you to compromise much in return. The ride is smooth, the cabin is quiet, and the throttle response is surprisingly crisp when you need it. Inside the cabin, the 2025 CR-V Hybrid feels like a more premium product than ever before. Honda has been gradually stepping up their interior game, and this year's model really nails that balance of comfort, tech, and simplicity. The dashboard layout is clean, with a horizontal design theme that stretches across and gives the interior a wider feel. Soft touch materials are used in the right places, and the build quality is top-notch. There's no creaking or cheap plastics here. Everything feels tightly put together and built to last. The infotainment system has been updated with Honda's newer interface. The 9-inch touchscreen in the higher trims is snappy and supports both wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. The base trims still get a 7-inch screen, but honestly, both setups are intuitive and easy to use. Honda's done a great job cleaning up the UI. Physical volume and tuning knobs are still present, a welcome touch that a lot of people appreciate. You also get a fully digital 10.2-inch instrument cluster on higher trims, which gives you a lot of customizable info and a modern vibe behind the wheel. As for seating, the CR-V continues to be one of the most spacious options in its class. The front seats are supportive for long drives, and the rear seat space is excellent. Adults will have no problem stretching out back there, and the rear doors open wide enough to make getting in and out really easy. Great for families, especially if you're dealing with car seats. Cargo space is also impressive. The hybrid models used to sacrifice some room for battery placement, but Honda's addressed that in recent years. You get nearly the same cargo space as the gas version, which is over 36 cubic feet behind the second row and over 76 cubic feet with the seats folded down. It's one of the best in its segment. There's also a low-load floor and wide opening, which makes loading bulkier items much more convenient. On the road, the 2025 CR-V Hybrid drives with confidence. It's not sporty, but it's predictable, comfortable, and composed. The steering has a good weight to it, and it tracks well on the highway. Suspension tuning is soft enough to soak up bumps, but not so soft that it feels floaty. It strikes that sweet spot for everyday driving, commuting, and weekend errands. The regenerative braking is subtle. You won't get that aggressive EV-style slowdown when you lift off the pedal, but you do get some regen, and you can control it slightly with the paddle shifters on the steering wheel. It's more about smoothing out the drive than hardcore energy recovery. Safety is a big focus for the CR-V, and Honda continues to include its full suite of Honda sensing technologies as standard. That includes adaptive cruise control, lane keeping assist, forward collision warning with automatic emergency braking, blind spot monitoring, and traffic sign recognition. The system has been tuned to feel more natural in recent years, and that continues here. Lane centering is less twitchy, and adaptive cruise does a better job in stop-and-go traffic. It's not a fully hands-free system, but it takes the edge off on longer drives. Trim levels for the 2025 CR-V Hybrid start with the Sport Hybrid, which gives you all the essentials and a good set of standard features. Then there's the Sport L Hybrid and the Sport Touring Hybrid at the top of the line, which adds things like a premium Bose audio system, wireless charging, navigation, and even all-wheel drive as standard. If you live in a place with snow or rough weather, the AWD version is worth the upgrade. It doesn't turn the CR-V into an off-roader, but it gives you more confidence on slippery roads. Now let's talk about pricing. The 2025 CR-V Hybrid starts in the low $34,000 range and goes up into the low $40,000s for the top trim with all the bells and whistles. Compared to other hybrids in the compact SUV space, that pricing is pretty competitive. You're paying a little more upfront than the gas-only version, but the added fuel savings and improved tech help justify that cost. So who is the 2025 Honda CR-V Hybrid for? If you're looking for an SUV that's practical, efficient, reliable, and filled with usable tech, this should absolutely be on your shortlist. It's not flashy, but it doesn't need to be. Honda knows their customer base, and they've dialed in exactly what people want: quiet ride, spacious interior, good MPG, and zero fuss. This is a car you buy and drive for 10 years without headaches, and that's exactly why so many people keep coming back to the CR-V. In summary, the 2025 CR-V Hybrid doesn't try to reinvent the wheel, but it builds on a proven platform with smarter design, better comfort, and excellent real-world efficiency. It's the kind of vehicle that just works. Whether you're commuting, road tripping, or hauling gear around town, this SUV delivers a consistently solid experience. It's not the most exciting car out there, but it's one of the most dependable, and for a lot of people, that's what really matters. Thanks for watching today's review. If you found this video helpful, hit that like button and consider subscribing to RVP Auto1 for more reviews just like this. Drop a comment below if you're thinking about getting the CR-V Hybrid or if you've already driven one. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Until next time, drive safe and stay tuned for more right here on the channel.